What's good? What's good, y'all? Welcome to the GinTV podcast. As always, your boy Ease.
Hey, A1 the Sauce Guy.
And before we get start with today's episode, do us that one favor.
Please like, subscribe, hit the comments, and then also share it.
Yeah, pretty simple shit. But today we have a very, very special guest. Someone that I was randomly scrolling. I seen a video of her doing something very positive for Bridgeport.
Very active.
Got the first lady in here.
Hi.
How
I'm
you
so
doing,
excited
Lillie?
to be. I'm good. Happy to be here.
Thank you for coming.
coming on.
I'm honored to be here. Trust me.
How's the drive?
I had a bit of a day, but for these guys, I had to make it work.
We appreciate
feel
that.
honored.
We appreciate it.
We feel honored. I know you're a busy
Very
woman.
busy woman here, got a lot of things going on, signed to a lot of shit, you know what I mean? Which we're going to get into today.
For
but
sure.
A1,
All right,
kick
so
it off today.
I'll kick it off. So we're gonna get to know Lillie Ennis a little bit. All right. So
Ennis like
Ennis.
tennis, not Enos like penis. That's my line.
Ennis like okay.
Ennis like tennis.
All right, so we're gonna get to know you. Lillie.
we're off to a good start.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you some rapid fire questions. Kind of answer them. First thing that comes to mind. Don't give them too much thought.
Okay.
All right. First thing that hits your mind, spit it out.
God.
All
Okay.
right. If you had to eat one meal forever, what would it be?
Lasagna.
Okay. Favorite dream car? Or what is your dream car?
I'm a Mercedes girl, so that's like my signature. But that's just the make. I don't know about the model.
Okay.
As long as it got that Ben sign.
Right. That's it.
Good.
Anything
I
else
just,
is
I
good.
just feel like insurance.
Right.
Right.
All right. Favorite movie genre?
Thriller.
Okay.
Hmm.
Favorite restaurant?
Like one favorite.
If you had to pick one
Yeah.
restaurant.
If I had to pick one, oh my God, that's so hard. I'm such a foodie.
Mhm.
If I had to pick one restaurant, my favorite restaurant.
Come on.
You gotta pick
We all
one.
got one. I know there's like at least 3 in your mind right now.
There is,
Every time you go, it's an amazing time. They have that favorite thing you like that you can't
You
get
said
anywhere
lasagna,
else.
something. Maybe an Italian restaurant?
yeah, I know. I would have to say Wellington's in Shelton.
I never heard of that. Okay.
The steakhouse?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like, it's such good, it's so quaint, it's so little, but literally they don't miss. Like
Well,
everything.
we got to add that one to the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never,
All right.
never been there, but all right.
Favorite artist? Music artist?
Music artist.
Mhm.
Current.
Correct.
Yes.
Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Okay.
Ooh,
I'm a Cardi B.
telling. Very telling, guys.
Celebrity crush?
None.
None?
All right.
Mm-mm. I just, somebody asked me that the other day, and I was going through it. I would say the closest thing to a celebrity crush, probably like Morris Chestnut.
Okay. That's like a lot of people's celebrity
That's
crush.
a standard
But-
90s
Yeah.
crush. right?
Yeah.
All right.
Or you know what?
Mm.
I have.
She
always,
found him. She
I've
found the guy.
always had a crush on this guy, Dylan from 90210, but I don't know his real name.
Oh, you're talking.
I
You're
have,
going way
I
back.
have I have posters of that man all over my.
To this
bedroom.
day. To this day,
Nah,
a little
to
bit of
this
crush.
day.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, but to this day, like
A little bit
if
of
I
crush.
see something about a reel or something, I'm like, oh,
That's my bae. My future
That's
bae.
bae.
That's bae at one point
Okay.
in time. All right. Last thing you Googled.
last thing I Googled, the population of New London.
Why?
Why that
So I had
specifically?
to go up there for a meeting, but that's really
You're
what
trying
I
to see
was.
if it's worth it?
I was trying to check the stats on its diversity.
Okay.
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 Biggest ick.
Ick,
Yeah.
everything icks me.
Everything?
What's the
Like
biggest
I'm
one?
I'm so particular about a lot of things. So a lot of things like, but you know what? I hate when people smack when they chew.
That's a big one, man.
Okay.
I get my kids for that all the time.
Oh, but you know what? I'm lying. The biggest ick
The biggest
that I
ick.
had
That sends you crazy.
that just
Grind your gears.
Mm.
Damn.
is when you're talking and people cut you off and be like, oh, I know. I fucking hate words. I know.
What do you know? What do you know?
Like you didn't even
Let me finish.
the
Like, let me finish my
sentence.
thought. What do you know exactly?
I feel like I know are the two very dangerous words.
All right, cool. Biggest insecurity.
Biggest insecurity. My feet.
Oh,
Feet.
why them?
I don't know because they're kind of big. I
What
feel like for my
what size
height,
shoes?
I feel like for my height, they're kind of big.
What size shoes you
7.5,
wear?
8.
In women? I don't even know what it's supposed to be.
Well,
to be
how
honest.
tall are you?
5'2".
All right, we're inching into something.
We're around that line a little bit. All right. Best platform you've been on? The last one.
I would say the mommyhood podcast. I want to, please forgive me if I said the name of the podcast wrong, but it's with Jasri Peralta.
Okay.
That's the first podcast that I revealed, some intense stuff.
Really?
Is that the one with the short hair?
Yes.
Where are they located?
Like it's Puerto Rican girl, right?
Yes.
Okay, I watched that one when we're doing some research.
Yeah.
That was, she was very good.
She was amazing.
That's actually, out of all the platforms I watched you on, I think that was my favorite one. I think her energy was a lot better than most.
Yes.
Well, where's she located?
I don't know, somewhere West Bubblefuck, Connecticut.
Oh, it's Connecticut.
It was far. I had to drive far, but she was amazing. She was amazing.
Shout out to her.
Ironically enough, I think both of you guys were barefoot in that episode. That stood out to me.
So I like to do my podcast barefoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feel
Is
free.
it a
I'm in
comfortability
heels all
thing?
day. Just
All right.
kick it off, right?
I just remember watching that. I'm like, that's interesting.
This is a no shoes rule when they start the
I mean,
podcast.
I
Because
think
it's your guys' fault. You guys have us sit on these comfy couches, and it feels, if you have good vibes, it feels homey. So you
okay.
We'll feel free at any point to kick off the shoes. We'll see if they come off throughout the
I remember
podcast.
thinking, I'm like, damn, that girl's feet's kind of big. The other one.
The other one. Now you got your eyes on hers.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. They said it. I didn't say it.
All right. Well, that wraps up getting to know you.
All right. Okay, this is one of my favorite segments, Lily. This one's called Explain the Post. So I went through some of your posts.
We digged a little bit.
We digged a little
I
dirt.
hope you didn't look at my post from Monday.
Oh, I think it's up here. I think if there's one up here that I'm like, whoa, this is aggressive.
Oh my God. This is
All right.
nobody prepared me for this.
All right, you ready?
Go ahead.
Explain the post. My phone has been a lot quieter since I started telling people no. I love this for me.
That's a good one. I started saying no. I'm big on saying no. I'm big on saying no unapologetically.
Right.
And I'm big on saying no without an explanation.
Really?
But yeah. I'm the queen of one word answers and my friends hate it.
Mm.
Do you want to
That
go
would
to the
drive me
movies?
insane.
No.
All right. That would drive
But
me
like
nuts.
nothing's wrong. I just don't feel like I just don't want to
Are
go.
you like a cold texter? Like there's no emotions when people text you? It's like, it's like, are people always like, are you mad at me?
I'm either a cold texter only because I have so many texts coming in that I just want to get the answer. Like I freaking hate when people text me, hey. Please don't ever just say hey and nothing else.
Tell me what you need.
Right. Like let me, because
she wants no foreplay.
Right.
Tell me what it is.
Get straight to the point.
I want to prioritize, if this is something I need to respond really quickly to. So, and then I also don't do the whole overly emoji stuff.
Okay.
Do you forget to respond to messages?
No.
No?
I won't
Okay.
open them unless I'm ready to respond.
Okay.
I
So
do
that's
that
my
as well.
that's my
All right.
little system.
All right.
But I am expressive. So if I do have something to say, you'll probably get a paragraph from me. However, back to the post. I noticed that I have a weak spot. I'm so good business-wise, this, that. But when it comes to my family members or my personal life, I'm always trying to go above and beyond. And I end up overextending myself. And oftentimes I feel like it's not always appreciated. So I just started to be like, nah.
When did this like hit you? Like, do you
I
remember?
wanna
Was there a time or like situation
Like
that were like,
this is
all right,
recent. A month and a half ago, I was just like, I've had it. No,
Enough is
So
enough.
prior to that,
Yeah.
you were a yes person. Like you were saying yes to a lot of things.
She said,
No.
you're dragging it.
Nope.
Okay.
Because I'm definitely not a yes person.
Okay.
Right.
Not yes as in like you're.
So I'll give you an
agreeable.
example. I wasn't throwing shade at anyone specifically in that post. A lot of my posts are educational posts so that people start to maybe do some self-analyzing, like maybe I'm this. So my grandmother, my abuela, we moved her and my grandparents from the Bronx to here.
Okay.
They both heavily rely on me for everything. It's like having an additional child because they don't drive. So the other day, since the year started, I've been so busy with so many projects, but she's my weak spot. So if I have to say no to her, I want to cry. It hurts. And
is she like also receptive to you saying no, or
she
does she
is.
guilt?
She
Or does she
actually
guilt you?
is.
Okay,
No,
all right.
she's so sweet. She is. But I just feel bad. And so I had to tell her the other day, I had decided this Thursday is my rest day. I don't give a crap who it is. I'm not answering the phone. I put my phone on D&D. I'm like, my kids know where to find me if it's an emergency. And so she figured out that if you ring twice, or she just naturally calls twice, it went through. And she was like, hi, Mama. I'm like, what's going on? She said, I was wondering if you could bring me to the supermarket. I'm out of this, that. I tell her no. Ooh. And I feel so bad, but I had to honor myself and my rest in that moment.
Honor your word.
That's it.
I respect that.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Explain the post. Every now and again, I got to remind y'all, I'm saved, not pussy. Checkmate.
She said that with her chest. Like, she said that with her chest.
You didn't see that one.
Oh, we did.
We did. What's the
So
backstory to that?
Who
were you subbing on that one?
I wasn't subbing nobody, and they lucky I cropped it out, and I left them as a follower. I didn't even block them so they could see what I said about them. Because if I said something, I stand 10 toes on what I said.
Okay.
So I was working by the pool, and I had posted like, like I was flexing my little legs and the pool, the view. It just aesthetically it looked cute.
I saw the clapback post too, as far as.
So they said something like, you don't get tired of showing all your fat, yuck, right?
Okay.
But it's a private page, and the person has a freaking kitten as their profile picture. Like, please. Okay. So I said, I'll have your man rubbing my fupa at Lake Como if I felt like it. Like, because you not gonna body shame me. I'm probably one of the hardest people to shame.
Okay.
Because I just own whatever it is.
You love who you are.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in such a good space. And so I said, I'm saved, not pussy. Because I think that a lot of times.
I'll come see you.
When you, what was that?
I'll come see you.
I think, and I necessarily won't, because you gotta, in these day and age, I tell myself I'll never argue with ugly people or broke people. Because they have nothing to lose. Like, they literally have nothing to lose. And I will not argue with anyone that's not in my tax bracket, because you definitely don't have anything to lose. So, but I will check you, because I'm big on teaching people how to treat me. Yeah. So that's the only reason why I responded. A lot of times I'll ignore stuff like that, but every now and again,
sometimes they just catch you at the right time.
At the right time. And so you can't body shame me. You can't shame me, especially behind
a fake
something.
Page.
Even if it's not a fake page, if you saw me in the pool, you wouldn't say that. I promise you won't.
Not.
You would not.
Not in person.
So I can't take this internet stuff seriously. So I always tell people, like, I'm a businesswoman, and I am when I tell you I'm a devout Christian, like, I speak to my pastor all the time. But please, I'm also pop it off Peter. I will slap the shit out of one of y'all. Like, stop thinking I'm pussy. Like, I am professional. I am saved. But at the end of the day, I'm still a human.
Yeah.
You can only take so much,
So, yeah.
Take the girl out the Bronx, but you can't take the Bronx out the girl.
She went right back to being docile after.
All right. Explain the post. It's always the people who have no control over themselves that will try and have the most control over you.
Yes, that's a good one. What I've noticed, so certified life coach and business coach, it's always the people that are so anal about certain things, or why are you wearing your clothes like that? Or, oh, like you ever seen people where you open up your home to them with love, and they come into that house and they're critiquing everything. Yeah. Like, they want to control everything. But people like that, it's really because they have no control of themselves.
So you think it's more of a projection?
It's a big time projection.
That kind of hit deep, honestly.
I feel like that's like parents.
Yeah.
When your parents come over your house, I feel like that's what you're referring to. That's how you leave your clothes.
Pick your shoes, move your shoes out the way.
Bring it to like a relationship, right? Yeah. You guys ever had, a guy or a girl, and she's trying to control everything that her man does, or vice versa. He wants to know where she's going, what she's doing. It's because they don't have any control of themselves, or they know what they are doing. or what they would have done. So it's like stuff like that. When you see someone that's too controlling, you got to pay attention to those behaviors, because what do you need to unpack? Like, what's going on with you?
Can I trust you when I got my eye on you?
Right.
All right. Okay. Explain the post. Man, abstinence has been a blessing, but even when I wasn't, I sure was asking for papers. Love hunch too much.
Yo, who got burned out here?
I'm gonna block y'all.
Who got burned in your circle? Like, what's going on?
No, so there was a post about Houston.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And at the time, everybody was from Connecticut was going to spring break to Houston. And there was this post going viral where they assumed, I don't know if she was from Connecticut or not, but they assumed that the girl was having sex in the car.
Yep, I remember that.
You remember that? She had like a pink shirt, whatever. Yeah. And I'm looking up the stats and I'm looking at stuff and I'm just like, y'all are so fucking nasty. Like, I don't know. I think that this generation is very much over-sexualized.
You think so?
For sure.
Everything is sex.
I understand that narrative, but also, like, do you guys remember, like, Uncle Luke? I feel like, we get a lot of flack.
Freak nicks.
But the shit they was doing back then.
But they were making the music. Were they actually doing it?
There's footage.
Yeah.
Freaknik, yes.
Okay.
I'm talking about just in general. So I'll give you an example. One time I was in Hollywood Hookah. Rest in peace to Hollywood Hookah.
It's not open no more?
No.
The one in Bridgeport?
Yeah.
We like that one. That was good.
I know, man. And so I was walking in, my son was DJing, and there's a girl there that she was so pissy drunk. She was with her friends. And a guy just unzipped his zipper. I can't. You see, I'm fumbling on my words. Unzipped his zipper and pulled out his stuff and put it in her mouth. And she woke up to keep doing it, and her friends were like,
"Oh, so she woke up and was like, oh, I liked it."
Like, it wasn't but you could tell she was so out of it, and it's just like, how did we get to that?
Crazy.
To the point where we're going to?
I mean, publicly is like insane,
and your friends don't even stop it,
and then your friends are there too. Yeah.
Or that video that you said you saw as well. It looks as if she was in the backseat riding him and didn't care to be filmed. Like, so we've become desensitized. I'm not saying people back then wasn't hunching. They probably was hunching a lot. But now it's just like for display.
But I think it's your homegirl Cardi B that's also adding to that. Honestly, like she.
Listen, I'm
I think she's adding fuel to the fire a little bit.
That's too much on my girl, even though I agree with you.
Right.
All right, last one. Explain the post. Children are mean and they get it from their parents. I remember when Bam was growing up, he would excitedly share his excitement about his gigs or work, and the kids used to dog him. Hate is taught. So I taught him it's okay to shit on them now.
Shit on them. Pop your shit. Feel yourself. Adjust your shoulders, chest high. Feel yourself, baby, because you is that. Okay? But yeah, children are really mean. And we see certain, like I was watching a clip that day, and the clip was of this lady crying because her son is autistic, and the kids at the pool were just being so mean to this little boy. Yeah. But what's crazy is that she went to the parents to bring it to their attention, and they were justifying that behavior.
Absolutely.
That's almost like you saw the clip about the 15-year-old guy that felt rejected by the girl in New York, and he body slammed her and then kicked her in the head.
No, I didn't see that. Those things I feel like happen too frequent.
Right. And then as if that action wasn't shocking enough, the mother the next day after he went viral on all the media outlets, she was justifying his behavior.
Right.
I would beat the bricks. I would disown my children if they ever did anything like that. So it's not enough to say kids are mean. Oh, kids are mean. No. That's self-taught. Right? The parents taught them to do that.
Like even like the situation I think that happened last year where the kids in Chicago were like jumping, like the little girl, and then the pregnant mom ended up getting jumped as well. And then one of the kids' mothers went online pretty much like
no accountability.
Like no accountability to it.
I think that's the problem nowadays, man. Some of these parents are just like standing on their kids' bad decisions.
I feel like they want to be their friends.
No remorse or no accountability as like being a bad parent.
They're no longer parents.
I actually
anymore.
had a very weird situation the other day with my son's soccer team.
Wow.
So my son plays soccer. We went to another town to play soccer, and usual game. The ref makes a bad call against the other team, so the team my son's playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that coach calls over another coach, like while there's like other kids on the side practicing, calls over that coach and his kids to stand behind our goalie's like background and just talk shit and cheer. I've never seen nothing like this in a kid's sports game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then
and
it's like
soccer at that,
and it's 12-year-old soccer.
Yeah.
And one of the parents on our team goes up to the coach that's over there. Is like, kind of like hey, can you guys cut this out? And the coach says to him, like, yo, is this why you guys are losing? And then the kids start chanting, like, get out of here.
Right.
Like to an adult.
Yeah.
And the coach is like, co-sign, bro.
It's a lack of respect. Lack of respect.
When I tell you, I was so glad I wasn't the one that went over there. Because I'll hit a kid. No, seriously. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at that point, like, you talking shit to me, like, I'm going to smack the coach and at least three of y'all. But I've never seen nothing like that. And it just made me think, like, yo, you have little assholes because they're getting raised by big assholes.
Big assholes, absolutely.
Our kids would never do nothing like that. And anybody, like, at least on my son's team, like, if our kids started doing that shit, they would get yanked out so quick. Yo.
Check them with a heartbeat.
It was shocking to see this.
Yeah, they're willing to go so far because they know their parents are going to support them.
That's the problem.
And even it's crazy how even when your child is the one that's being bothered or something, I still taught him to respond with grace.
Yeah.
So at the time he went to a charter school and you had to wear black sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought him a pair. Those are your sneakers for the year. The little boy was making fun of him. One was saying, oh, you don't really have a job. You're not a DJ. He would just come excited to school, saying what his weekends were.
Yeah.
And then somebody else said something like, well, you've been wearing the same sneakers all year. How you, a DJ, make this money and you're broke. You have on the same sneakers. And I'm just like, so I'm telling him to take it, but I'm also telling him, you have to understand they probably don't get hugged at home.
For sure, yeah.
They probably don't have time with their parents at home. So this is just how they act to get, attention. And I said, and a lot of kids, they're missing parents too. So I was like, it's unfair, but you got to be the bigger person and extend grace because
you don't know what their home situation is.
And 10 years from now, who knows where they'll end up. Right. And they're not going to be your friends now. You're in 7th grade. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like,
let these losers be.
Yeah.
Period.
Word.
All right. So now we're going to talk a little bit business, right? We're going to get into your coaching a little bit.
Okay.
So I got a couple questions for you. First things first, what qualifies you to be a lifestyle coach?
I'm not a lifestyle coach.
Mindset and money coach.
Money and mindset coach.
Money and mindset coach.
My coaching, I have life. I'm a life coach. So I have clients that just want to perform better in whatever aspect. And then I have business clients, business coaching. So what qualifies me to be a money and mindset coach? Well, I've taken courses. That's number one.
Okay.
I've been trained by Bob Proctor himself. God bless him before he passed. You know what that is?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow, that's awesome. So I've been trained by I've been so fortunate. Some of the best in the industry. So, but what makes me even a better coach is real life experiences. Right. So there was a time where I made a very bad investment. And then on top of that, someone took $200,000 from me.
Really?
Yeah. And so navigating areas like that or navigating, times in a divorce, like I became really spot on with not only money, but also how you think about money, because it's not what you make, it's what you keep.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they think that money solves all their problems. If I give a bum in the street a suitcase with $1 million, I promise you in 6 months to a year, he's going to be on the street again.
Right.
It's
a lot of millionaires are like very successful people always say that. Like it just enhances whoever you are.
Yeah, because
so if you're already bad with money when you're poor, you're gonna be worse with money when you have it.
Money makes you more of what you already are.
Yeah.
So if you're a great person, you're gonna be a great you're going to do more great things.
That's why I got to get blessed, because I'm already amazing. So when I get the mills, everyone's going to win.
And if you're a crappy person, unfortunately, you're going to be even more of a crappy person.
So when somebody decides to, reach out for coaching, what are some things that they can expect, like on that first phone call?
On that first phone call, I do a whole assessment. So it's really about taking a look at you as a person. Because what happens is a lot of times we sign up for coaching because we think we want one specific thing. So someone might sign up for coaching and say, yeah, because I really need help building my confidence.
Yeah.
But the whole time, you might have a health issue or a financial issue. That's where it's stemming from. So you start off thinking you need help in one area, but really we look at the person as a whole.
Got other things kind of like feeding that thing.
You'd be
so
surprised.
That first coach, essentially, you're getting a feel of who they are as like a person. So you're getting down to like their
and
core.
It's not like interview style. It's not. I just have certain conversations. It's very like natural like this. Yeah. I read people for a living. So I base people on a system that I call the color system. So people either qualify as a red, a blue, a yellow, or a green.
Okay.
What am I?
It would take too long to get into this. Okay. But I think I know both of your colors, but we'll do it off air.
Okay.
And so I know someone's color just by how they shake my hand.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Or how we make eye contact.
I didn't shake her hand that strong.
He was like, go in there.
You're definitely a yellow, bro. You're a yellow.
So just by having casual conversation without making it seem interview style, you get a lot more of the person.
How long does that call initially take? The first one?
Anywhere from 1 to 2 hours.
Okay. Oh, so it's very in-depth. All right. So then you get a feel of who the person is, where they're lacking, where they're strong at, and what they need help at. Like, so what's the follow-up to that?
So I come up with like a prescription. Okay. So I'll know if I need to see that person every single week. I'll know if I need to see that person only twice a month.
Okay.
So on and so forth. So
I know everybody's different, but like by what month or week are you expecting to see, I guess, some
improvement?
Some improvement.
Month one.
Month one. Okay.
Right away.
So if somebody isn't
like the second session.
Really?
I'm so serious.
So what if somebody doesn't like improve by month one or second session? Like what?
I have to gauge to see if they're serious, because I fire clients. Because you're not gonna make me look bad. Okay. I produce results. And so it's also a waste of my time. So for me, yes, this is great. I get provision from it. I get money. It's great. But that's not the only reason behind it. Yeah. I'm a winner. I'm a previous athlete. So I like to win. I'm competitive. Right. I like to boast about my clients. I like to show their progress. So you're not about to mess up my stats.
And they're a representation of you,
They're that point.
How many clients would you say you fired?
So far, only 7.
Only 7.
Only 7.
How was that process of firing them? Like, how's that conversation go? I say, like, let's do a little role play here, okay?
Okay.
So say you're about to fire me, all right? I'm your client. All right. I'm just called. Hey, what's up, Lillie? How's it going?
How are you?
What do you got in mind for a session today?
Did you do the homework I gave you last week?
I had a busy week. I get busy and I do a lot of stuff. So I didn't.
You know what I say about excuses, right? Do you know the line that I say about excuses?
I forget.
Excuses are the tools of the incompetent. I've had you be incompetent more than 3 times. How many times do you think I'm going to keep having to talk to you about this?
At least 5.
Okay. Well, here's the deal.
Okay.
Go find someone that's going to listen to your bullshit 5 times or more, because I'm not that person.
I'll bring it down to 4.
No.
Can I get one more chance?
Are you firing me?
I'm so serious.
Really?
I wish you the best. In all seriousness, we're going to cancel your future sessions.
Jeez. I mean, all right. Is there anything I can do? Come on, please give me one more chance.
No.
Just like that?
I'll know when you're ready. You'll be back. But right now, no. Well, as a matter of fact, I think you need to speak to a therapist, not a coach.
Okay, now we're just getting mean.
She's reading you.
All right, okay. Like, do you so when you fire them, do they call back and like do they harass?
Yeah, some have come back. Some have definitely come back. So here's the thing: even though I fire them, I do it with love. I'm a tough cookie. I'm like that mom that'll slap you upside the head, and then 3 seconds later love on you.
I feel like my mother was talking to me during that whole reenactment.
So I don't just fire them. I fire them, and then I add like a resource to it. So, hey, I think you would be better suited in the Power and Pivot Institute. It's a community. It's almost like you want to talk to somebody, and that's okay. But people need to really understand the difference between a coach and a mentor.
Okay.
A mentor is going to coddle you. You can learn some things from them. And it's no shade to mentors. I'm a coach. I need results. So that's what I do. I take high-performing individuals, and if they found themselves in any type of plateau, we help shatter that plateau, but not just through financials, through your subconscious beliefs.
Okay.
So I help you think different. And if what I'm saying to you is not helping you think different by like at least 3 months grace, there's blockage. There's something else that you need to, I don't know who you need to talk to, but it's not me.
Okay. So you think there's situations where it's not really like either of you guys are wrong. Maybe you're just not the coach for them. Is that a possibility?
That's a possibility sometimes too, but it's also a possibility that they're not ready for coaching.
And for anyone to coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is the hardest truth you have to tell somebody?
Everything
client?
about themselves.
Really?
But the hardest truth is like, it really depends on the situation. So you have some people, men and women, that are bound in relationships, and they are so terrified to be alone. And so it's like, you really don't want to improve. You don't want to leave. So I want you to be happy in your situation. You're happy. I'm not happy. Well, you're not miserable enough to leave.
True.
Right.
Okay.
So it kind of just depends. But oftentimes it's not even being mean. It's about putting the mirror to someone's face so that they understand. Because some people understand what their issue is. They just know that they're not willing to do anything about it. Like me, I want to drop 20 pounds. I'm never going to stop eating certain foods. I'm the problem.
Self-awareness.
I'm the problem. So imagine me going to a trainer, a personal trainer, which I've had several. I've had the best, as a matter of fact. But I'm getting strong. I'm doing the workouts, but I'm not eating the right foods.
Yeah. It's a waste of time.
It's a waste.
Right.
It's a waste on their end and on my end. So you got to like own your truth. I know I'm going to stay pleasantly plump for a very long time.
As long as you're happy with it.
Because I truly enjoy eating whatever the hell I feel like. And I'm never going to stop eating desserts. I'm a dessert girl.
All right. There's actually a great bakery down the street here.
I'm going to go. I promise you. I will. Like, that's all he had to say.
I think it closes early, though.
Oh,
Does
maybe.
Yeah, I think it does close early.
We might need to wrap this session.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right. What's the biggest transformation you've seen in a client?
Oh my God. I was just talking to her on the way here. I have to say I am most proud of my client, Genesis Garcia. That woman has been with me for a year, and she's a coach's dream. Either her or my first assistant that I was telling you about, Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Talk about being with me. I met her. She was 18. She stopped coaching with me through college, joined me back in business again. Anna has done, 3 or 4 multiple 6-figure businesses. I've seen her grow. Like, she is kicking butt right now. She actually just did. Remember how I told you I had to?
Yeah.
It's because she started doing content with what's her name? Afnan Khalifa.
I've never heard of that one.
Okay.
Maybe if I see by face. But.
If you see her face, she's this woman. I want to say she's from Dubai.
Okay.
And she gives like a lot of she's a power coach too.
Okay.
Fire. Great content. Super successful. So she's doing that work. And then Genesis, she's been with me only a year. And Genesis has gone from being in a relationship with a man to now being in a relationship with a woman.
Okay.
Plot
twist.
She's come out to her
She
mom.
found herself.
So she's living in her truth. And
she started becoming a speaker, going to speaker school. She's launching her website and platform this month, as a matter of fact. I have seen in the shortest amount of time the most exponential growth with her.
Okay,
Really?
nice.
She's like my new
What do you think were some things
client
about
I could
her
brag about
that really stood out to you? Like, what do you think like was some core traits of her that you're like, okay, this is how
super
winners move?
coachable. If I say, hey, this is the homework. Make sure that you read this or order this book. Maybe 5 minutes after our session, she'll share with me the screenshot from Amazon that she ordered the book.
Okay.
And it's just like, oh, wow, you got to that right away.
Right.
Always does assignments, always does the extra work, checks in even when we don't have sessions, because anyone that I coach has my personal phone number.
Okay.
So she's the person that's like, hey, by the way, if you have a minute, can you look at this real quick? Or what do you think about this? Or how should I word this?
Right.
And she also stays around the fire. So I test that out in my clients that are in the area. If they just start showing up to certain events I'm having, or if they see me post someone and now they're like, oh, I saw, this, I got this information from this person. So she's someone that stays around the fire.
Okay.
And that's when I knew, I said, I got something with this one. I knew that I could push her more than I pushed the traditional client.
Yeah.
Nice.
She was
Well,
hungry.
congrats to you.
Next question. What's the one money mistake that people continuously make?
Thinking that they need more.
More
It's
money.
like the
Okay.
solution is, oh, I need to make more. Or
It
I would say
feels like that would be the solution.
it's not. So you have to learn how to leverage your time
Yeah.
for money. And so if you don't start to create systems where you can make money in your sleep, if you don't, so the biggest mistake I made in when I had a huge financial goal. So I have this thing called Road to a Millie, which I'm very fucking pissed. I'm still not a millionaire.
Right.
And
I know you hit 500K, right?
so that's what I'm gonna talk about.
Okay.
So when I hit that goal, I said I gotta at least hit half a ticket. Like
Right.
in 1 year, I have to do this. Like,
Right.
and I'm super competitive. Like nobody needs to kick me down. I will kick myself down.
Right.
And so the year prior, I thought I was going to do so good because I was saving a lot of money. I was saving. But it's not the saving. You have to actually flip it.
Right.
You
What are
have
you
to
doing with the money?
invest. And so that year that I hit the 500K, I had actually taken more risks and put my money to work and done more investments. And I did it even uneducated and scared. Like I was just like, all right. It's a little bit of the Bronx girl in me because gamble.
So when you had 500K, was that like your net worth?
Yeah. So I had posted.
It's not like you had 500K like in your savings account. Like
no. So this was 500K where I actually shared on that post. It's still up there. The methods in which I use. So one was a traditional savings account. One was a high yield savings account. The other one was my life insurance. Another one was my Forex account, and then crypto. So I shared the different methods that I use to bank that separate from what I already had. Okay. This was from January to August. Boom, 500K, and that's how I did it.
So open with it because even with like certain coaches or any like financial figure, they're always kind of a little reserved or a little secretive when it comes to like what they really got or what they really got. Like they're quick to give advice, but when you ask them, like, yo, what stocks do you own or how much do you have here? They're kind of like, hold on, buddy.
A little person.
Yeah.
Well, the same way I'm quick to say how I got it, I'm also quick to say how I lost it.
Okay.
I'm so super transparent.
Right.
Like if I'm having a great day, if I'm having a great year in business, if somebody did something grimy, like whatever it is, I speak it because oftentimes we don't give ourselves permission to discuss certain things. And so I feel like with my platform, if I'm at least transparent, other people won't feel so bad about their situations.
Okay.
So I'm also not a gatekeeper because I really believe that what God has for me, God has for me. So if I know, like, for example, I just got privy to some information the other day about a high yield savings account that's earning 30% and over. And this specific
30% interest?
Yes.
Hold
and
on.
what
a savings account.
High yield savings account.
Yes.
Giving you
federally
30
regulated, all of that. So what happens is it's a hedge fund.
Okay.
But because it hasn't been in long-standing years like the other ones, they give you the opportunity to come in at a lower entry level, because you usually need like at least 250 or $500,000 to get into those big accounts. So you're talking about hitting numbers that these big, like the Ray Dalios and stuff like that, are hitting, because these guys are young, ambitious, and want to prove themselves and want to.
They're trying to attract new clients with a lot.
Pretty much.
What's the buy-in like for now?
I could talk to you after this.
30%.
30%
is not. You might as well not even buy stocks. Like just.
And so for me, I'm gonna call everybody. I'm gonna tell them. So there was one time that I got privy to some information about a certain crypto that was supposed to blow up. So I told all my friends about it. I said, listen, I don't know if this is legit. I just trust the person that I got the information from. And I'm also, I'm more of a fearless investor.
Yeah.
Because I just always feel like I'll figure something else out to flip it.
Do you like to play roulette?
I do.
I could tell.
I do. That's actually what I play.
It's my favorite game. I recognize it. I recognize it.
Yeah, I have so all my uncles in the Bronx, well, my grandmother's brothers, they were not in the streets as far as selling drugs, but they were gamblers.
Yeah.
And so
it's so fun.
So for me, business, it kicked me in my ass. Everything's always about a flip and a gamble. Yeah. So I look at stuff. I used to look at stuff. I'm a more mature person now. As just like, oh, I'll gamble. All right, I'll throw 50,000 in that, and if it flips
that's
something,
like
flips
the
something.
One rule a lot of like big time investors tell you don't.
Emotional
it's not a gamble.
regulation.
Right.
It's not a gamble. So I had to learn the hard
Okay.
way. So remember when I told you someone took $200K?
Yeah.
It was the year after I had just like, oh my God, 500. Someone took $200K, and then me not being emotionally regulated and emotionally mature said, well, this is the rest and this is all I have. Let me flip this.
Fuck it.
And I lost it all.
Damn.
So talk about being a money and mindset coach, bragging the year before, and then now you're at zero.
That's crazy.
Now I got to put my behind to work.
Yeah.
Because
let me see if I really know what I'm doing to get back up.
That's the stuff that, the people from Wall Street, they were jumping out those windows, killing themselves because people don't know how to take an L and bounce back.
Yeah.
You see, I know I'm built for this because I've taken so many L's. So I kind of appreciate platforms like this, because people will look at you on social media, and that's why I share the ugly stuff too. They'll kind of just judge you from that, not knowing, hold on, girl, I'm good at this because of this. I'm good at this because I lost this, So
that's the
like
problem with social media. Nobody shows the L's. It's all wins.
No, unfortunately.
That's a big L.
a huge L.
I mean, I wouldn't kill myself, but maybe I'd jump off a little ledge.
Y'all wouldn't see me for
and
like a month.
And I just sold the trucks. So it was like that money was in there too. So I literally was like, wow, I have nothing.
Yeah.
I got to figure this out ASAP.
You got to be mentally strong for that one.
Woo.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Next question. Who's easier to coach? People from New York or people from Connecticut?
There's no difference.
Okay.
There's honestly no difference. People that are difficult to coach is just because they're uncoachable. It has nothing to do with the environment. People I coach from Connecticut do idiotic things just like people from New York, and vice versa. I would say, though, women are more challenging to coach than men.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think,
I
would say this is my only theory here, would be a lot more men do sports growing up compared to women, and that
I don't
could be
think
something
it has
like
to
that?
do with competition. I think it
No,
has
not the competition part, the actual fact that they've dealt with coaches growing up.
I think it's that men have a unique ability to not be as emotionally tied to their decisions. So if we want to leave a man, but what about the kids? But what about the neighbors? And you guys are not wired that way. If it makes sense to you, it might be like, damn, okay, I'm gonna miss them, but I'll figure it out. Men won't be like, oh my God, we're going to move to a new town and we're going to miss the neighbors and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. They'll be like, yeah, it sucks, but we'll make new ones over there. So they're less emotionally attached. It doesn't mean they're not emotional, but there's not this attachment.
You're better at letting go.
Way better.
Okay. What percentage of your clients are men and women?
Surprisingly, there are about, last we checked was honestly October 2025. My bad. I haven't done recent numbers, but I had 42% men.
Okay.
42%.
So they're just about almost half and half. And I was shocked.
You thought it was going to be less?
Yeah. So men don't like to listen to women.
You know, funny enough, I was doing some research for a different game. And I was trying to find like a female coach, and there really aren't that many female coaches. You know, I typed in female coach and it brought me Tony Robbins and all these other men. And it's like, there's not too many women that are out there actually leading. So I'm surprised that half of the guys.
Are there, who would you say are your 3 top female coaches in the game?
My bishop is one.
Okay.
She's actually a coach. She is a coach outside of being a pastor.
Like from your church? Okay.
Yes. She's bad. That one right there, she's a huge inspiration for me. She's an amazing coach. The other person I would say is amazing is that Afnan Khalifa. She's fire. And then the other person I would say that's an amazing coach is a woman by the name of Lucinda Cross.
Okay.
She's an activation coach.
Where's she from?
If you're someone that you haven't even started, I help people break plateaus, but she will get you into action. She's called the activation coach. She's from the Bronx.
Oh, really? Okay.
She's from the Bronx. She's fire. She's been NBC. She's affiliated with a lot of top brands, Black Enterprise, and so on and so forth. So she's a big deal.
All right. 2 more questions. Can you be wealthy and surround yourself around people with poor money habits?
You can.
Okay. You can.
You can.
Okay.
You can. You probably shouldn't, but you can. I think that's been because eventually the wealthy person is going to get frustrated or they're going to feel used. So there's definitely going to be this sense of not being equally yoked.
Right.
But it can happen depending on the person, if they're very empathetic or if the people with bad money habits are not stuck in a rut, if they're open to change, not necessarily saying they will do it, but at least they're open-minded. So like, it's almost like a man that has a super high-end position, and then he comes to tell his best friend who's like, I don't know, I don't want to diss any careers, but like
a brokey.
Not necessarily.
I'm joking.
Regular working class.
Let's say
regular working class man.
A cash register
at
some whatever establishment, right? That doesn't make them bad. I don't think any profession is bad.
Right.
But let's just say his bestie is affluent, so he's sharing certain concepts with him. You have those friends, you ever had them that you'll say something, they'll be like, why are you using big words? I hate those people. Even if it's big to you, just ask what you mean by that.
Yeah.
Like that's how I first learned the word esoteric. I was like, wait, what did you just say? That's why I hate the word I know.
Oh.
Because it's dangerous.
Right.
I don't know. Teach me. And so what if that friend, though, is the person that is actually piqued by what he has to say? Or that's not my thing, bro, but I'm going to support you. I'm going to show up when you get your promotion. Yeah. So it can coexist. It's just going to be a little more challenging, and it depends on both individuals.
I think it also depends whether like my poor money habits is affecting you. Because like I could be fucking up by myself, but as long as I'm not asking you for loans or money,
correct.
You can just be like, all right, bro, do what you going to do. Right. That's how I learned to live with it.
Like he got it right there. That was perfection. That's really what happens.
All right, last question. Should, with your years of experience coaching, should couples combine finances?
They should absolutely talk about finances.
Okay.
They should be super transparent about finances, and they should figure out what works for them. For some, they will have joint accounts. For some, they keep it separate and they say, well, you cover the rent and I'll cover the bills. Whatever works for them, they just have to both be okay with what the arrangement is. And they should be super transparent. I believe in full transparency if we're making our money and we're building something together.
So you don't believe in like the woman tucking money away?
Oh, hell yeah. My grandma did that.
So that's not transparent.
Well, you could be transparent. Like my ex-husband, he knew. I said, this is going in my account.
Okay.
He didn't necessarily know how much was in that account,
Right.
but he knew that I had an account.
What's your thoughts on women being stay-at-home wives?
I think it's honorable.
Okay.
I think that anything that a woman does where she adds value is important. Do I think that she should be a stay-at-home mom with zero financial responsibility or any type of assets attached? No.
Too dangerous.
Very dangerous, especially in today's society. Like, I think that's why most couples, even men, stay together. There's a lot of men that can't leave the relationship either.
Right. For sure.
So it's so dangerous. And I think that people look at it like, oh, well, my husband's never going to do this to me, or my wife would never steal from me. And I hope that that's the case. But also, what about if we don't look at it from a betrayal standpoint?
Mhm.
What if we look at it from a true partnership standpoint? This is my partner. I want them to be good. Like my grandfather came into my grandmother's life. She was a widow at 19 with 3 children.
Damn.
Yeah, in Puerto Rico. And sure enough, when my grandfather came into her life, he said, I don't want you to work anymore. Just take care of the kids. She had her own career, a booming jewelry career. And he still made sure that she had money,
Mm-hmm.
that she invested her money, that she he made sure that even though they weren't legally married at the time, when they purchased property, that she was on the deed. So
Oh, he was a good dude. Solid man.
amazing. That's why it's so hard for me to accept.
They don't make them like that no more.
They
Yeah.
don't. But if your husband loves you, even if you're the stay-at-home mom, he should still be giving you something, and then you should manage that, because that's what a Proverbs 31 woman does anyway.
Speak on it.
Mm.
Speak on it. Last question. I know I said last question a couple of times ago. Do you feel like people should, people should go into business together if they're like, a couple should go into business together if they're not married?
No. I'm actually very much against it. I coach against it. I wanted to kick one of my clients' ass because she had the idea, he had the money, and I said, so let him invest. But they started the business together and ended up not doing well. And now she was really carrying the company, but because they joined into, the corporation together. My views on that are really, really unique, because I don't even believe in purchasing a home unless someone is married to me.
That's honestly where I was going with that.
Really?
Yeah, that's
I figure.
What are your thoughts on, say, someone already has a home, he dates a woman,
Mm-hmm.
she comes into the house, now they are married, but the house is not in her name, it's all his, he pays for all the mortgage. What are your thoughts on a situation like that?
I would not be moving into the house.
You would not?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Even if he wanted to still pay for the house, then let's move into a new place together to make it ours.
Okay.
And then let's discuss what the financial map or strategy is then for this current situation. But no, you're not about to be mad at me and be like, get out my house.
Do you believe in 50-50?
Hell no.
Do you feel like the man
I
should be
can't wait to spoil my husband with his own money.
That was good.
Okay.
I mean, let's keep it a buck. So nowadays, I believe that with this economy especially, it takes 2 people to make a household work. Every couple is going to have what works for them. The biggest issue is when, let's say there's a 50-50 situation and it works for them, but everyone outside is saying, well, why doesn't he?
It's usually single ones. Too.
I was just about to say, I would never. Yeah, I could tell because,
and you don't.
you're single.
And you don't.
But I do believe that men are protectors and providers. So although I'm a businesswoman, I'm a little bit more traditional in that sense, where even if I'm a boss, like everyone goes, you're such a boss, you're such a boss. I will go into courtrooms, corporate rooms, whatever. I'm going to be a boss. But at home, I'm going to be a woman and I'm going to be a kitten. I'm just a girl.
Okay. Okay, this segment is called If You Could Say Anything To So I'm just gonna give you some
Oh my
examples
God.
of.
This is such a good show. I have to say this right now.
Thank you.
I wanted you guys to get the genuine reaction. This is such a good show.
We know
I
we're the
appreciate
best.
that. All right. If you could say anything to someone that doesn't trust in God, what would you say?
He doesn't trust in God, or he doesn't believe in God?
Doesn't trust in God. He's a believer, but he's going through hard times.
Hard times.
And he's not trusting the process or that it'll work out.
That's such a good question. So, has he failed you yet? Because when we think about the worst situation ever, like we've all been there, where we just don't think it could ever get worse than what it already is. And you don't think that you'll come out of those spaces, but you do.
It's so easy to forget.
It's so easy to forget his mercies. Like, he's really carried you through anything imaginable. Because if you're alive to talk about it, then you came through it. You made it.
It's almost like, yeah, God, I know you had me on the last one, but I don't know if you're gonna have me on this next one. This one is a mountain.
What are you doing to me, right?
Did I run out of mercy?
Right.
All right. If you could say anything to a woman who just found out she's pregnant but isn't sure what to do, what would you say?
Honor herself. Don't take advice from everyone. Get on your knees, pray about it, and whatever God reveals to you, that's what you go with. Do what's best for you. Stop factoring in all these other people. Do what's best for you. I personally was in that situation. I got pregnant with my oldest son. I was what?
I think
19? Yeah. And I had so much, because as mixy as I am in real life, I was like that in college. I was president of this organization, that, da, 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 da. And I remember people telling me, girl, you about to mess up your whole life. Oh, you're about to do this or you're about to do that. And
it's only $300.
Are you going to be able to even, and to me, it's like, well, if I'm going to have the responsibility to be hunching, then I have to also take accountability for whatever those results are.
Yeah. And
I remember feeling so convicted about that. Like, how dare I be reckless and then just take the easy way out? Right. And I remember praying to God. My mom was even against me having Yeah. Wow. And I remember being in such a dark place.
Where was your dad at with this? What did he like?
My dad was just like still like in shock that I came out. I think everyone was shocked that I came out pregnant. Yeah,
not
her. What? So, which I was in a committed relationship. I met my ex-husband. He was my college sweetheart. Yeah. So it's like they knew. So by senior year, hello. Yeah. But I would tell her to listen to God, and that even when you think that baby will be an inconvenience, that baby is going to be one of the biggest blessings of your life. I truly believe that. I truly believe that God also intentionally, he's like the perfect orchestrator, like we're his little chess pieces. I truly believe that when you are obedient and honor God first, because children are gifts, that he will show out with that child.
Ooh, I like that.
That's a word.
I like that.
That's a word.
All right. If you could say anything to someone whose first business just failed, what would you say?
Welcome to the club.
I don't want to be part of this club. This club sucks. Hey.
We just got really good at failing forward. Yeah. Like, honestly.
Failing forward. That's a really good one.
Yeah, we just got really good at failing forward. It's like, I always tell certain clients, all right, so if this fails, are you going to take the hit, or are you going to go? It's almost like boxing, right? You're in the ring. You got knocked out. But are you going to go and get up again the next round? Are you going to get, what the little boxing coaches do? They be putting all this like metal looking thing and Vaseline on. Like, are you going to get stitched up and then go back out there and fight? Or are you going to just be like, you know what? That's it. I'm giving up.
I like that. All right. What would you say to someone that's currently battling cancer?
I would say stay away from negative people. Stay away from even certain family members that aren't speaking life into your situation. And stay away from weak people and weak shit. Like, I think that once you get diagnosed with cancer, people start to have this overwhelming sadness, right? And everyone, it's almost like they instantly put you in the grave.
Right. Absolutely.
I got diagnosed. I'm not dead yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so even just, we're energy, right? Like we're built out of water. So energy is transferred. That's the same way someone can walk into a room and you're like, wow, they're a ray of sunshine. I love their energy. I feel good. You start to feel good even if you were having a bad day. Yeah. And the same happens opposite. This man is a dark cloud. You know, like he needs to walk back out because I don't know, he took the sunshine with him. But because we're human beings of energy and our cells respond to energy. They respond to energy. They respond to music. They respond to a frequency. I know I'm sounding like a real nerd right now.
No, it's fine. We love it.
Those cells, you have to be careful what environment you put them into. Mm-hmm. And so for me, when I battled cancer, I didn't tell my abuela. She's old school Puerto Rican. Everything is you're going to die. Yeah. Don't eat that. You're going to die. So I know she would receive the information. Number one, she would be miserable. And then she'll start calling everyone with that energy and putting that into the environment. No. So there were certain times where really I suffered in silence and I went through my diagnosis, but also it's because I wanted to fight. I was angry that I was diagnosed. Yeah. And so if you have cancer, find that dog in you, find that fight in you, and stay away from people that just want to cry every freaking day. Do you know that people love sadness?
They do. They love it.
Like they love bad news. You know how many?
Actually, a lot of people bond over it without even noticing.
Trauma bonding is so disgusting. Like I could post a million like heartfelt, beautiful posts. Nobody cares. But the minute I was talking shit and telling people I'm pussy, I'm saved, not pussy. Oh my God, my views jumped. Right. It's so crazy how we're programmed that way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so with cancer, I truly believe that if you look at just non-traditional medicine, if you do your research, if you educate yourself and you put yourself in this aura and this bubble of healing, that I feel that everyone can honestly fight cancer, but
a lot of route you took? Like yes. You didn't do traditional.
So what happened was I was allergic to the chemo stem.
Okay.
And because of that, they were like, oh, we'll try this, we'll try that. I started doing some digging. People told me about Dr. Sebi. My son's godmother at the time was at UB. She was a student, a naturopathic doctor student. So I'm like, yo, who's them people you be listening to all the time? And so she started sharing them. And I just went like down the rabbit hole of YouTube University. And I found out that supplements, you know, I also had hypothyroid. So my weight will go up and down. I found out that if you take bladderwhack, that it regulates your thyroid. And so my doctors at the time were telling me that I would never get out of Synthroid. But when I took that, it did. It worked. My son's godmother healed an ear infection of his without any antibiotics. So I hit her up like, yo,
put me on.
Tell me what I got to do. And if you tell me and you connect me with the right people, I will do exactly what that is. And I remember going back to my doctor and he was like, you're going to die. Like literally like was afraid. And I was like, well, you're going to take that back. And this is what's going to happen. I'll still do radiation, but I'm also going to fuel my body with this. And this is the route that we're going to go. And so I kind of took control of my own healing. And so do your research and don't listen to what these traditional people say, because you do know that the hospitals and the pharmaceutical companies, they don't make money off of healthy people. So stay woke.
Stay woke. Yeah. I like that. All right. What would you say to the person that made the flyer? Rice and beans or rice and peas?
Oh my God, you know about that. I would tell them thank you. Thank you. Oh man, that was such a defining moment. So
that was a canon event, right?
Yeah, listen. So should we explain? Go. Okay. So in the midst of my ex-husband's affair and everything that was going on in my personal life, I remember feeling this gut punch because this media that was like a big deal in Jamaica. It's almost like People magazine for Jamaicans, or Star magazine, the gossip column.
Okay.
And so they had a picture of me and my ex-husband. I'm Puerto Rican, so they had rice and beans. And then they had a picture of him and his mistress, and it says rice and peas. Does he want this or that? Oh my God.
I know his heart sunk when he saw that.
At the time, I felt like, oh my God, like I can't even breathe. Like, is this real?
Really?
Like I was so embarrassed, and my mom was like, you have nothing to be embarrassed about. He cheated. And I'm like, it's still so embarrassing because of that cultural connotation was just like, you know, and you know, now I want Puerto Rico to win, you know, because I'm crazy like that. Right. But that was truly a defining moment, and I would honestly tell the person, thank you, because also when something is happening and you face it head on and you can't shrug it under the rug, you really have to deal with it. So I would say thank you, because your exposure actually pushed me in a certain direction or propelled that direction even faster.
Okay.
Nice. Last one. If you could say anything to your future husband, what would it be?
Come find me, babe. Because you taking a little bit too long. No. It's funny because I was having this conversation with my girlfriends the other day. I actually pray every night for my future husband.
Really?
Yep. I know that God designed me to be a wife. And I'm so happy that even though I had a failed marriage, that it didn't warp me. It didn't mean like, I talk junk here and there because I'm a little girl's girl. But real deep down inside, I'm a lover girl. And so I pray for him often. I pray for his development. I truly feel that the reason why God hasn't aligned us yet is because both of us probably have some work to do. And I also believe my future husband is going to be so wealthy. So he's building his millions right now as we speak.
You lost me there.
He wants me to have summers in Europe.
She's such a good person up until that.
Until it comes to my love life, right? But I truly feel, but seriously, the person that God has aligned me with, this is my piece. I'm a unicorn. I am like, I don't fit in anybody's box. Yeah. Like one day I'm super professional. The next day I'm turning up somewhere doing ratchet festivities with my friends. And then the next morning I'm in church. You know, so.
Balance.
Balance. I'm a Libra. I have to balance. So I don't fit in anyone's box. So to me, I'm a unicorn. So if I'm a unicorn and I believe that the Bible says I should be equally yoked to my husband, that means he has to be a unicorn too. And so it just might take us a little bit longer to find each other, but he needs to hurry up.
I feel you.
All right, now we're getting into pocket watching. And this is one of my favorite
we love this one.
episodes. One of my favorite segments.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We love to watch pockets.
You know, there's a negative.
Elaborate on pocket watch.
Well, we digging. We're going to dig. We're going to dig in them pockets.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you've kind of alluded to some things that happened to you financially, but we're going to dive in a little deeper.
We're going to dive a little deeper.
Oh my God.
All right. So first off, we're going to start off light. How are you doing financially right now?
Right now, I'm getting myself out of a hole.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. So me and my friend Nate, we got into the restaurant industry together. We were supposed to launch the restaurant at this big development that they started doing in Bridgeport. And long story short, we invested money into it. We purchased like I'm talking about the stupidest little metal piece in a commercial kitchen is like $12,000 for one little piece of equipment. So imagine putting stuff into that, waiting for the developer to finish the project in its entirety because it's a strip mall. And then we just got word last week that it's not going to happen, that he lost the property, the developer.
Really? So now
what
you guys...
What are they doing with it?
We don't know. So we'll know.
They're not
soon.
building it at all?
I think that the city is trying to vet the development to someone else.
Oh. Okay.
And so they might, I got privy to some information that the company that's taking a look at buying the development they're really big on Dollar Trees and stuff like that.
Okay.
They're taking over America.
But it's not what that side of town needs. The reason why I was so happy to get involved with that project is because that side of Bridgeport is a food desert. So they don't have any supermarkets. They got like bodegas in the corner. That's about it.
They need like a nice
they
restaurant.
Need
over there.
a restaurant, and there was supposed to be a Gala Foods in that right next to us as well. So right now, yes, climbing out of a hole. Not bad, but like in a building season. This is where
the pocket. How much did you put into this property of your personal money?
Well, over $80,000.
Damn. And this is like something you can't get back?
We're talking to lawyers now. Okay. We're trying to figure it out. But
I'm sorry. And $80,000 in a span of how long?
A few months.
Okay.
Yeah, a few months. The good thing is that we transitioned. So Nate and I said, all right, we're not gonna sit here and wait for a restaurant, because honestly, restaurants don't do the numbers that people think it does.
For sure.
So he already had a catering company.
Yeah.
And in my consulting, I get all these jobs by default. But I was doing venue management, a lot of hospitality stuff, event curation. And so I said, let's create a hospitality group.
Okay.
Should the restaurant ever open up, or should we get another offer that makes sense? We'll worry about that then. But right now, so today, that's one of the contracts that we were procuring earlier today. So we're in building stages. So it's like you make the money, but then like the catering, we bought new catering offices to prep the food for the all the gigs and corporate food services that we do now. And so all the money that we've been making has literally been to like buy a new dishwasher, do this, do that. So that's the weird stuff about entrepreneurship. I tell people that all the time. One morning, my bank account might be $33,000. The next day is 33 cents.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a lot of ups and downs.
All right. Next question. What was your first coaching paycheck looking like?
Oh, wow. Well, it's weird because my first coaching paycheck was a coaching / keynote paycheck.
Okay.
And
can you explain the difference? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So sometimes people will have you coach, and it's a client, a contract. But then sometimes they'll say, hey, we want you to offer a coaching package, but we also want you to do a workshop for this group, and then also do a keynote. So sometimes when you're a coach or a speaker, some of your stuff will come in a kind of like a package deal.
Okay.
But I remember being so proud of myself.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't my first coaching. My first coaching job, I want to say, I think I only charged like $150.
Oh, but for how long? Like an hour?
Like an hour. But that specific big check, it came like literally right after like my first coaching thing, and that's because Lucinda Cross, the woman that I told you guys about, we did an event together. Well, I hired her to be a speaker at my event called the Big Hat Brunch. And she told someone about me, and she got me. I was new. God bless the people that put your names in rooms, like, or are comfortable seeing the potential in you and like kind of like taking a chance on me. So she told them, no, she's fire the way she does this, and you need to book her. And I remember getting $17,000, and I was like,
damn,
that's a
I'm not
check.
playing. I get to talk and get paid. I used to talk and get in trouble. So
from 150 to 17K.
17K.
But that's what I'm saying. So like, it's weird because no matter how much you perfect your niche and stuff like that, depending on the gig, there's variables.
Right.
All right. Jeez. I've been hype.
Now we're gonna get a little bit deeper.
Oh God.
What's the brokest you ever been?
Child, I told y'all about it. Zero. I was so mad at myself. I said, how could you have posted all this money that you make? Did you jinx yourself? Because...
So this is what that $200,000 scam.
No. I lost money just acting like a gambler instead of an investor.
Okay.
But then on top of that...
Like you went dead broke?
Zero. Negative.
So
negative.
What's the story behind
and
that?
when you not used to seeing your account negative, and then rent is due and it's still negative, and it just keeps being more negative because there was stuff that naturally comes out of your,
It's about negative, it's infinite. There's no cap on negative, yo.
And I'm just like, I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills this month. Like, what you mean everything's gone? No, there's no way. I started opening purses just to see if there was cash in them bad boys. Like, because I'm notorious for leaving cash in clothes, purses, everywhere. Yeah. I literally did that. I went through all my purses. I went through all my clothes. I did find mad money though. I found
enough to cover the negative?
I found like $2,000.
Jeez.
And just in my closet, yeah. Okay. And my biggest humbling moment was the following month. Mm-hmm. I had this beautiful Louis Vuitton Takashi bag. It was like my prized possession. It was like, I'm balling because I bought this.
How much is that bag? Like $20K?
It was, I got it at a discount for $20K, but I believe it was more than that. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, fuck it. And I went and I sold it.
Oh, you have to like pretty much pawn it up.
Yeah, I did.
Just to kind of.
To give me some cushion money so I could think.
Okay.
Right.
Because I know if I just have a moment to think.
You just need the pressure off your shoulder.
I'm going to get myself out of a situation. But that I have to say, and the last time I was broker than that, I had parents. Oh. Like we were poor. Yeah. I had water in the cereal, but like I had parents.
Now you're an adult.
But this is me on my own without a husband, without anything, like
with the house, with kids, with shit, with real life shit.
And what's crazy is that I had just upgraded stuff.
Oh.
And I'm just like,
if I had knew, I would not upgrade it.
I made so many mistakes as an entrepreneur. Oh my God. If I go back and tell you all the mistakes that I made, like, you're really a freaking idiot. But I'm so grateful to get to where I am now.
They're learning lessons.
No, but I made a lot of mistakes.
They're learning lessons. Mm-hmm. All right. Actually, next up, what's your biggest financial regret?
My biggest financial regret.
And this doesn't necessarily have to be like a negative, or it could be something that you missed out on. You were
like an opportunity.
Oh man.
Which one's that one that really like, damn, I could have been a billionaire by now if I took that.
Could have ran up a bag.
This is so good. Y'all got me going in the files. Now y'all got me thinking about college.
You fumbled something in college, you think?
Yeah. I was supposed to go do an internship with the LA Lakers.
Really?
And then, yeah. So fun fact, I had never taken a business course. Well, I went to school for physical therapy and athletic training. Right. So I was really good at what I did too. And so there was a huge opportunity because shout out to Gary Valentine. Y'all know who Gary Valentine is?
Sounds super familiar.
What's his brother's name? The Mets coach. Infamous Mets coach. Bobby Valentine.
Okay.
His brother. And he's just like, I love the way your brain thinks. Like, even though you're doing, kinesiology and all these things, like the way, I don't know. People say that to me often. Mm-hmm. I think it's the strategist in me, the way my brain just thinks about certain things. And I was just like, there's no way I could do it. It's no way I could do it. I was like, I just gave birth to a newborn, like, and I was like,
trying to get you to go to LA.
Yeah, I would have done 6 months there. So there's honestly been a lot of opportunities like that where it required me maybe to live somewhere for 3 months or things like that. And I'm just like, I always feel that as a mom, I'm not someone that complains about my children or lets stuff really get in the way. Mm-hmm. But as a mom, I will say that because I didn't have the support system for those level, I'm not going to say I didn't have a support system, but for those level of opportunities, like my mom doesn't drive. So even if she worked from home up here, there's been so much she can do or how she can help. And then with a lot of those contracts, what people don't understand is that in business, you have certain companies or contracts that are net 30, net 90. So you might bag $1 million contract,
but you're not getting
that for the next 3 months. Right. So what do you do in the meantime to be able to get that contract? It's almost like a catch-22. Yeah. And a lot of times I felt like because of being a mom, there's just certain things that at that time I couldn't do. but I know that my God is a redeemer and he's going to spin the block for me. And so I truly feel now in this stage of life that anything that I missed, the timing just wasn't right. It wasn't divine timing. If had you asked me back then, I'm pissed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's the one financial habit that changed your life?
Oh my God. Tithing.
Really?
Like, yes.
That?
Really?
Yes.
I hate that.
I'm not going to lie to you. So my mother talks about it so much. And she says the reason why certain things has happened to you is because you're not giving your tithe. Yeah.
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 I
what's your
firmly
problem,
believe in that. So we assign money to so many places. And we come into covenant and we spend at so many places. We don't even care. We'll even give a bum on the street $1 or food, right? But people have such an issue giving to the church. But the first place that they run to when they're really in need is the church.
Right.
And so tithing has changed. When I tell you, and it's crazy because I always knew about tithing, but I wasn't as disciplined of a tither. It took for me to be in my brokest moment to master tithing. I'm talking about, so if I was getting myself out the hole and a $10,000 check came in, $1,000 went to my church.
Really?
I tithed it. And in the moment when I needed it the most, I'm trying to climb out of this hole. And I remember being in church and pulling out, I had good credit, praise the Lord, pulling out my Amex and saying, I commit to not only tithing, but if I don't have anything, I'm going to give an offering of at least $121 every single week. And if I got to put it on a credit card, I'm going to put it on a credit card. And I know that might sound crazy to people, but it took me anywhere from like, I want to say, because I really mapped it out too. Yeah, 4 months. 4 months. Yes. 4 months it took me, and I didn't need to put it on the credit card anymore.
How much would you say you've given to your church so far?
I want to buy them a new building. I want to buy them a parking lot if I can, but I've given a significant amount. All of my earnings, pretty much, a percentage of that goes to the church.
You itemize that off the rip.
Yeah, so the more I do and the more I make, the more I give to my church. I don't cap what I give to God.
Is your church big or is it
no, it's not.
Smaller church?
It's
you know what I think ruined tithing, was Joel Osteen, man.
Right?
No, seriously, you can't be, driving a Bentley in Gucci suits.
Right.
But see, then you have, so this is the biggest thing that I say to people.
Okay.
People deem me successful, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if 2 years from now I got into ministry? Am I supposed to give up my Benz?
I would hope so. If I'm giving you money, yeah.
I don't think so. No.
Why?
I need you to drive a Honda. Make me feel comfortable.
So ask yourself why you feel that way. Why do you feel that someone that's ministering the word of God should live in poverty if our God is not a God of poverty?
So I don't think you should live in poverty, but I think you should be more humble, especially with the perception.
So what makes me having things that I like not humble?
You could like what you like as a person, but I think when you step into that role, I think public perception's a big thing. And I feel like I think Joel Osteen faces a lot of backlash.
But that's for the public to fix their perception. Because if I'm a good businesswoman and I still have my investments going on, right?
Yeah.
Why should I look like a pauper? God did not design us that way. If he's this big magnanimous king and we're his children, don't you think that we should live in opulence and the best? Shouldn't we inspire others? Because guess what? There's no nobility in poverty. The poorer you are, the less you're able to do for others.
No, 100%. I'm not saying, I think poverty is definitely not the word I'm using. I think it's just more humble. I think driving a Bentley as a pastor or minister is not a good look.
If it's from the fruits of my labor, nothing to do with the church.
But I think that's where
why are you so uncomfortable with what I'm driving just because I'm ministering the gospel?
How do I know that it's just really your money? I feel like
how do I know what you do with your money? How do I know what you do with your money?
Because no one's giving me money. I'm giving money to this church. And then especially when there's the times of needs, like there was, I think that hurricane or whatever happened in Texas. I think stuff like that is when
like that is definitely a factor. I feel you on that 100%. I actually hate when people misrepresent the church or are disintegrous with money. Like, I'll give you an example. 2 weeks ago, I had an event called Boss Bay Bingo. And at the event, it's my company. It's also my non-for-profit. We partner with an organization called Chapter 203. I received a DM earlier that day, about a young lady, and she was inspired by the mommy episode. I put a clip of that and I said, can't wait to pour into the women tomorrow. She reached out and she said, oh my God, I always see everyone sharing your clips, and something made me click that specific clip. And she's like, it resonated with me. Long story short, her child's father is locked up. She said that, she's suffering some illness, and then her child's birthday is next week. And she doesn't even have groceries in her home. And I said, well, we can fix that right away. And I said, are you able to make it to the event today? Because if you're able to make it to the event, I'm going to bless you with something, me personally. And then I have to speak to my committee and see if there's something we can do. But either way, you're going to leave there with money. As I walked in, I pulled aside my director of philanthropy, Marie. I pulled aside the head of Chapter 203, my Tisha. I said to them, ladies, I need to ask your permission. Although we're fundraising, so that specific event was Sis You Can Do Anything event. Those are my series of free events that women can come that maybe can't afford the high ticket items that I have. And it's just a donation. And we pick a cause every single year. So this year we're giving away a women's scholarship.
Okay.
So we're fundraising for that. So all the money has to be allocated to that. I'm a woman of integrity. So I still have to ask my team, do I have your permission that based out of these earnings, can we take aside like another $100? Because I'm going to give her 100 of my dollars personally. Can we do that? That way, when they go and look at the books, there's nothing off. There's no, it's full. Again, I live my life in full transparency. Right. That's super important.
No,
for me.
I think
so. So to me, if I walk in that day with, I don't know, a boa or like, I don't know, something fancy, that should have nothing to do. I think all too many times we have the mindset that we got to question pastors, and some of them are very much questionable, but we don't apply that to everyone else. We question so much the church, but there are a lot of great pastors out there. There are a lot of people who are operating in integrity. And the same way that just because homegirl's boyfriend cheated on her doesn't mean that this girl's boyfriend is going to cheat on her. But for some reason, we mix up all the rules, and we feel that if she's poorer, if she's more humble, that still don't make the next lady rich.
It don't. And I agree to your point to an extent. I just think there's certain positions in society that come with like different rules and regulations that we don't normally apply to everyone else. I feel like it's almost like you could almost put a pastor and a cop in the same like situation to me, where now it's like, all right, are all cops bad? No, but now like you're judged differently off the actions of the previous ones. And I feel like that's I agree. And I think with the churches, especially the Catholic Church, with the things with the kids and stuff like that, there's been so many negative things associated with the church in the last like 20 years, where now anything we see that doesn't quite add up to us, we hyper focus on it. Is it fair? No, but when you take on that role, if you take on the role as a cop or a pastor or just other positions, you just have to accept certain things with it. And I just feel like public perception becomes a big thing for you.
I think that I agree with you to an extent. I think that the church has a big job to do in general of winning back the integrity of the church.
Yeah.
It sucks because not every church did that, but I appreciate that my bishop, we have an annual meeting. It's always in December. She treats us to dinner. Another thing is you see the fruit of things, right? Like my pastor is someone that for Christmas, anyone who comes to church that day, it could be a stranger off the block, there is going to be a Christmas gift for everyone. But she also has this meeting to share with us, everyone that's a member or people that weren't, there's a spreadsheet of the financials, and they give it to everybody in the church.
For something like that, full transparency.
Because it's also a business, right?
That's full transparency. I love that. Now, for these mega churches that are really making, potentially up in the 50 millions, are they doing that? Is there a committee? Is this public information?
Right.
I'm not saying there is and there isn't, right? I think that's
I don't know either.
I think that's when things kind of become a little fishy from a certain point of view. And a lot of it is non-taxed at that.
Yes.
And then,
And it sucks because you want to have faith, but we've heard so many stories, right? So it's like, it sucks. I think that in that aspect, yes, I agree with you. But also, I also don't think that from public perception that they should dim God's blessings. Because what if I was a good steward of my finances? That means, if the head is blessed, the oil trickles down. Other people would be blessed as well. Or we should hope that that's the system.
100%. I'm not saying, dress in rags. Like, yo, baby, put an Abercrombie shirt on. Put the Louis down. We could agree to disagree on this.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I get what you're saying, though. I get it. I get it.
All right. Well, that wraps up finances.
Okay. Now, this is our relationship segment.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I told you. We saved the messiness for last. Like, it gets worse.
Right. Lord, okay.
So, what's your current relationship status? If it was still back in the day, Facebook, are we single, in relationship,
I'm single, 100% single.
100% single?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I don't even got a roster right now.
No roster?
No.
Nobody got tabs.
I'm not even actively dating right now.
No situationships?
Okay. No, definitely not. No situation. I look like a situation.
Well, I know you did go through a hot girl summer at one point.
I
so
did.
I wasn't sure if there was some residuals.
Oh my God, that was so good.
All right. How many times have you fallen in love?
I would say truly falling in love twice. Mm-hmm.
I mean, 3 with Jesus, right?
There you go.
So obviously one's your ex-husband. Was the other one before or after him? After. Oh, so you fell in love after the divorce. Really? Mm-hmm. How was that love?
Beautiful.
Why didn't that pan out to something?
Long distance.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Long distance, but we're still great friends.
You think this is something that can be reunited?
No, I don't want to.
Really?
No, yeah, that season has passed. But that will always be someone special to me. There was not every relationship ends in like.
I know not every relationship.
But not every relationship gets to love.
Love.
No, I love that man. I definitely love that man. Oh. Definitely. 100%.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What's your ideal first date?
Somewhere good to eat. I'm a foodie.
Okay.
Like I would love food. Me and food go together so bad. So
but what's that mean? Like, can I take you to a buffet? Okay, you don't love it that much. So give me a first date here.
No buffets, no situationships. Like, who do you think she is?
I would say something thoughtful at the very least. Like, it doesn't have to be such a high item, but at least I would try not to go to chains on a first date. After that, let me tell you something. Cheesecake Factory me all day. That would be a close second. Like, I live for fucking Cheesecake Factory.
I think that's a good first date, though.
I wouldn't do that.
No? Oh my goodness.
Not me. No, because I go there for like
on the regular
lunch on the regular all the time. So for me, so that's why I said someone that's intentional, that maybe did as much research as y'all did. That's the standard now. Did you research me like GinTV did? So it doesn't have to. I know that, and I think that's where a lot of guys feel too, because they be trying to do the most for me on like a first date because they're like, oh, she's a businesswoman. Yeah. Da, da, da. I'm also real and I'm not stuck up. You know what I'm saying? So you can take me somewhere nice that I feel is intentional. It doesn't have to be like, oh, $400 a plate. Like, who goes there on the first
What about
date?
the place that you mentioned that's in Shelton?
Wellington?
Yeah.
That would be a nice
That's
first
a nice
date.
first date?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's a nice first date.
Y'all heard her.
Yeah, that's a nice first date.
Right.
Look how excited she got.
You see that?
All right. Build your ideal man.
So my husband, not man, my husband, because if you're not in then we're not even talking about that. My husband is God-fearing, but my husband is also a leader. So God-fearing means you're going to carry me spiritually, not me the other way around. So like I have a lot of Muslim guys that'll get mad at me because I won't go on a date with them. Mm-hmm. I'm never going to marry you. Like, and I don't care to convert you either.
Right.
Stay what you believe. I respect it. But I also don't want my house divided because I want to go to worship with my husband on Sundays.
Okay.
Even when my husband was Christian, he still never really cared to go to church. So I was always going to church with the kids alone anyway.
Okay.
So he is God-fearing. Like, for example, when me, Nate, and Andre went to go do the proposal in New London, they were walking and I kind of like held their hand and said, we got to pray before we go in. So that kind of life is something that's important to me.
What if they're of another denomination?
I said I won't date them.
No, within Christianity.
Oh, meaning?
I mean, there's Baptist, there's Pentecostal.
I don't.
You're not that strict.
No.
Okay.
All right.
As long as we leave in the big JC.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So God-fearing.
Okay.
So God-fearing, humorous.
Mm.
Please make me laugh. Life is so serious for me all day, every day. I need someone that could really make me laugh. I need someone that will honor my children like they're theirs. If you
are you capable of doing the same?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
What's the cap on their kids? How many kids can they have?
Ay, Dios. Well, now, because I dated a guy with mad kids. He didn't even know the amount of kids when I first started dating him.
He didn't even know?
He told me one number, and by the time 2 months passed, it was a different number. I said, oh, no, see, it's ghetto. That's why I stopped.
Right.
But I would say it varies, because what if he has 2 children, but they're older in their 20s and their 30s, but he only has one that's younger? It would have to it depends.
Okay.
What about like if they had multiple mothers?
That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah,
okay.
because that doesn't dictate who they are now. I mean, you're gonna see the red flags if there are red flags.
Okay.
Y'all just be wanting to paint them red flags, blue, green, whatever, pink. But yeah,
Okay.
they're
so,
there.
God-fearing.
God-fearing, humorous, loves the heck out of my
your
kids, would treat my children like they're his. And also I want someone that's family oriented, that would incorporate and blend families. Because when I was married, call Claudette today. Claudette loves Lillie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's important to me that on Mother's Day and for her birthday, that's my kid's grandmother. I still go to her church and make sure that the kids bring her gifts and stuff like that. And I probably do it more than my ex-husband. He can get mad at that. But family oriented, someone that would truly blend the families. Ambitious. So it's not so much that a man is wealthy, but that he's ambitious.
Okay.
Because you'll have a man that has a lot of money. What if it was gifted to him? Or what if he got lucky, or he never really had to work for it? Or even if I met a man that was well-to-do, there's something in a man that's like, I love what you guys are doing here with the podcast, right? Even if you already have stuff going on, the fact that you have an ambition or a passion towards something, I think that's super important to me.
Okay.
Because a lot of men just they died a long time ago. They're not working on anything.
Too settled.
Yeah. And so ambition, see, someone with ambition could have money, lose it, and they're going to get it back. But if you have no ambition, you don't even know how to take a L. So how can you lead a woman like me that's flipped how many times?
Yeah. All right. So now we got the cool stuff out the way. What looks wise? What are we going for here?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Oh, so you're not afraid of them?
Of who? Black men?
After the divorce situation?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm. No. Like, people laugh at me because I'm not a tequila girl. I'm a cognac girl.
Mm-hmm.
So my line is, I like my liquor like I like my men.
Okay.
Dark.
Okay. All right. Is there like
so physically, I love
preference, hair preference?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tall, dark, dreamy, and handsome.
Okay.
But honestly, y'all gonna get mad and I don't care. I like every kind of man except Spanish men.
Jeez. So your own kind.
Yeah. I'm attracted to white men.
Being fully transparent with you. I knew it.
Really?
I knew it.
He called it. He called it.
I called it.
What made you say that?
We met up last night to prep, right? And we were watching your podcast, and I said she don't like
Puerto
Spanish
Ricans.
guys. She's the type that only likes black guys.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, I said it. I called it.
I'm not even really buying the white guy thing. I think you just have to.
No, I like white guys.
Sprinkle it in there.
Yeah.
Well, who I told y'all was my crush.
Oh yeah.
Villain 90210.
Yeah.
No, I'm very attracted to white men. And you know, I'm very attracted to Arab men and Asian men. My preference will be black. That's what I know. That's what I'm used to. Do I feel that if I had the exposure in other environments to date guys from other races? But for some reason, when I see Spanish guys, it's not that
let me guess the reason why.
It's not that I think they're ugly though.
Why?
Because they're not
Say
ugly.
What do you mean? Say it. What's the reason why you won't date the Spanish guy? Let me hear it. I said it last night. I don't know if he remembers.
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I'm not attracted to them.
Okay.
They're not ugly, but I don't know. There's no appeal or attraction.
You like what you like.
What you was gonna say? No, you gotta unleash it. No, because I gotta tell you if that's accurate or not.
Let's move past.
Could you date a guy that makes less than you at this point in your life?
I ain't even gonna lie. No.
Yeah. I respect the honesty.
No, I thought about it real quick.
What's an ideal salary for a guy to date you? I guess, like, what tax bracket does he have to be in?
It's not necessarily an amount of money, because some guys could make multiple six figures and be horrible at budgeting, right? Like, and they blow through it. They might have bad habits. Yeah. Whereas somebody that makes less, maybe 80K, but they're great at budgeting. They're a good steward of their finances. So their money's going to go longer than the guy that makes more. So all of that doesn't matter to me. Like I said, I want someone that's ambitious. The only part that does kind of like get to me is where I don't want to feel restricted. Meaning, I know for a fact that there were certain times where my ex-husband, when I was out earning him, that's when a lot of our issues kind of came in. And he would say, no, but I love you. I'm not jealous. Da, 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 da. And I believed him, but I also believe there's something wired in men in your subconscious mind, how your mechanics work, where you guys feel there will be some type of subconscious resentment.
Okay.
And so what I'm not going to do is dim my light, okay, and hide my finances or anything like that. But I'm also not going to minimize my experiences. Meaning, if I'm used to going on a Tuesday lunch, I actually do this. Joseph Steakhouse in Bridgeport, that's my go-to spot. I go there for lunch. So I don't want to date someone that he will have to save up 4 months.
4 months is crazy.
That's really mean. He ain't have to laugh like that.
4 months is crazy.
That's not nice.
That man is struggling.
And there's a lot of love and compatibility. I'm not saying that it can't work. What I'm saying is that eventually the man will end up resenting her.
I can see that.
Do you pay for dates?
Yeah.
So why don't you take him to Joseph's on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh, no. He got to pursue me first, and he has to spoil me, and then
what brings the trick out of you?
I'm a boomerang. Then poof, it comes back to you, but it had to come to me first for it to go back to you.
Absolutely, that makes
sense.
sense.
I got to do on you before I get the trick back?
No. I'm a very generous person when I'm dating. So, for example, I was dating a gentleman a couple of years ago, and we were only dating for maybe like a month. But then Father's Day came up, and he has kids. So I made him this like really nice Father's Day basket and stuff like that. And we were only dating for a month, but he also was very nice to me. So like, the nicer you are to me, the nicer I am to you. So giving gifts is my love language.
What's the most money you spent on a man besides your husband?
Good question.
That's hard. Because usually, so the men that I date, they don't ever let me really pay for much.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I've been very spoiled. I'm a princess. Okay. So, yeah, like, I don't pump gas. I'm not even trying to be funny right now. I literally have a garbage valet service, because if my kids are home, I'm not taking out the garbage. Yeah. Like, there's just certain things I'm not doing. I'm just a girl. I'm not wired that way. Like, I'm not doing that stuff. So, that's why I welcome. I know I'm supposed to be married again. Like, I need help.
So I guess essentially I know it's a controversial topic nowadays, but you're fine with being submissive,
100. I can't wait.
Really?
I cannot wait to submit to this fine ass man wherever the hell he is, the man that could leave.
As long as he ain't Puerto Rican.
You know what? God is such a funny God that he just might make him Puerto Rican, right? Who knows? You know,
the Puerto Rican Morris Chestnut. You
never know. I think we get that misconception with women where we feel that powerful women. I'm not submitting. I'm not a feminist.
I don't think it's a misconception. I think women are very vocal about it nowadays that they're not submitting.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I would say at least social media wise. I think reality is a different thing, but on social media,
I think
that
a lot women,
of boss chicks are.
I think they want to submit. I think the issue is that they can't trust the men of this generation to submit to those men.
Great excuse.
That's what I was going to say. That's why I said no from the jump, because
I don't think it's an excuse.
I think that women don't want to submit. I think they like the idea of submitting to a person, but I think they really just want to live their life the way they want to live it.
I also think it's a generational thing. I think it's more of a younger women thing.
You can't call me an old bitch.
No. Mature and seasoned.
Cut the tape.
Yeah, I think it's a big cultural brainwashed. I think music and I think a lot of reality TV, social media, I think did a number on a lot of younger people.
I think so too, because I think that for the woman that doesn't want to submit, she's gonna miss out on so much. And I also
think a lot of people are walking away from the church. I think that's a big part.
Absolutely.
Of it.
But that's you know really what? Too. I don't think it's a church thing either. Like, it shouldn't even be a church thing. Submission, yes, they talk about it in church, but for me to submit, it has nothing to do actually with church. It has everything to do with a man is designed to lead. He is supposed to be alpha. He's supposed to do these things. So if we're gonna go biblically, then yeah, I want a Boaz. I don't want no Ahab, you know. But but so if all I'm coming across as a woman is a bunch of Ahabs, then yeah, I don't want to submit either. Right. But if I had a selection of Boaz, then yeah, I think a lot more of us.
But there's not a selection of Boaz. There's only one Boaz.
Right, but I'm talking about the characteristics of Boaz. If there's a lot in that range and they have good pickings to choose from, but we don't got good pickings to choose from. So it's not a blame on the women. It's a blame on the lack of eligible men.
Funny enough, funny enough, you talk about this, right? Because I actually, this weekend I was watching a sermon, right? And I can't remember who exactly it was. I think maybe Rachel. But I remember God, pretty much the story is that God was looking, or this father was looking for a wife for his son, right? And so he sent one of his servants on a journey to find his son the wife. So he was like, how would I know that I found my son, or how would I know that I found the wife for your son? He said the wife would offer you some water and offer your camel some water, right? So he went on this journey and he ended up running into a woman, and he saw the woman, and the woman comes out and offers him some water and offers the camel some water. It wasn't dependent on the man. It was dependent on her character and who she was.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's not, I hate the narrative that like it's going to take the right man in order to make me into this person, or because men aren't out there that are giving me these characteristics that it's preventing me from being the person that I am. It's either in you or it's not.
But that's the thing. You have a lot of wives that are out there that are trying to date, and unfortunately they get burnt because they're doing wife things to men that don't want to be husbands. Men want a wife, but do they want to be husbands? And then I think that the culture now, you hit spot on with that, the music, the stuff like that. I remember being a little girl that was cutting out of magazines what my future wedding dress would look like. So I think that there's been a decline in marriage, and that's the biggest form of submission there is.
I think so. All right, last question on this topic. If you had one ex or any situation that you've been in that you could apologize to, who would it be and why?
None of them.
None?
I ain't apologizing to not name one of them.
Really? You were perfect.
No, I didn't say I was perfect. I did my stuff wrong. But like, there's nothing to apologize for.
Okay.
There was discussions. Maybe the only person I would apologize to is my ex-husband, maybe. Yeah, maybe him. I would apologize to him for maybe not I would say for after the divorce. there was definitely some mistakes I made in how we were both going about rearing our children. I think finding that space in co-parenting was so challenging for both of us. And also maybe apologize to him for during the marriage where there were times where I was just so focused on work. Like once I got into a sweet spot and a zone, it was that. And, you know, women don't like to take accountability for their parts. Even if my ex-husband did something horrible, which he did, that does not mean it made me perfect in the marriage. There's a lot of things that I did wrong.
That's a great segue into our last segment.
This one is called Divorce and Healing.
Okay.
All right. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna pretty much a divorce segment. So when was the first time when did you find out about the affair, and what was the hardest part? What was the hardest part to accept?
So I found out about the affair because the streets were talking. Mm-hmm. But when I confronted him, he was like, nah. Like, he made a great freaking story every time. Like, I'm talking about me fighting this woman, not knowing, though, who she was. Just imagine somebody, like bumping into you in the club, and then you move, and they keep bumping. It's like, yo. But people don't treat me like that in Connecticut. Yeah. I'm very blessed. Y'all love me for some reason. Y'all do. So like, I really don't get into those issues. You give love, you show love, you get love. And I was like, who is this? And what's her problem? To the point where it got into a physical altercation. There was paperwork, order restraints, and whatever filed. Now imagine.
And you don't know who she is. You just a woman you just physically fought.
Yeah.
As far as you know, this is just a rando.
Were there any signs of this happening?
I think beforehand? I was a very gullible woman. So, let me finish the other thing. So imagine now you in court and your husband's there backing you up, and the whole time he knows shorty.
Right.
Like, you know why she had an issue. You know why she was bumping me. So it's like there were situations like that, and I'm like, okay, well, if he said XYZ, he don't know her. Mm-hmm. The streets are like, oh, he's dealing with so-and-so. All right. He said he didn't, So I was kind of, when you don't have time for that, like you're working on other stuff. I didn't have time. So there were times where he would be like, hey, I'm going away this weekend. I have a gig in Chicago. I just assumed he was telling the truth.
Yeah.
Whole time he's in Chicago with her.
Oh, they're on a vacation.
Yeah. But I could have easily kind of been like, well, where's the flyer? Show me the flyer. Where you DJing at?
You just had so much trust.
So that's why I say I could give him an apology, because it's not so much trust. I could be a good litigator and make it a case that it's trust. There was also neglect. So imagine me just taking your word, okay, because I'm so busy wrapped up in my business. Okay, you go in there. Okay, I'll see you. Okay, I got the kids. But I'm not asking you
anything.
How's your gig? Right. Who booked you? Oh, how you staying there?
That's
are you excited?
So you felt, how long do you feel like you neglected him for?
There was a short season. I would say there was a very short season where I call it road to a millie. And I was just building, going to other cities, traveling. I said to him, give me this time. I did ask for permission, though. I said, give me this time. Let me go on a run. I know me. I'm a hustler. If I go on this run, we're going to live like this. We're going to be able to do this. He said, okay. A lot of men will tell you what you want to hear, but then when it's time to back it up, they won't. You change your mind, or you start to feel, like I said, that resentment. Yeah. And so I asked for permission, but I was still neglectful. I was still like, you telling me a story, but in my mind, I'm trying to remember of the 50 things that I have to do by tonight.
Oh, okay.
I'm zoning out. And he's like, did you hear me? Yeah, I heard.
What'd I say?
Yeah. Yeah. Looking back, were there any signs that you ignored?
There were. I mean, so here's the thing. Like, I'm not a big, yes, I was in the streets, nightlife, all of that, but I'm not a big gossip person.
Yeah.
So I have this thing. I almost rather not know. That way y'all can't say, or if I hear certain things happening at a table, like my friends, they'll laugh because I'll just pick up my purse and walk away. I don't even want to be at the table when certain people are being talked about. Because
Right.
next thing you know, even if I didn't say anything,
You're part of it.
but Lillie was there. So I stay away from all of that. There's certain friendships a lot of friendships actually that I don't have right now, especially with other DJ wives, because the first thing they would do is call in the morning. The guys were out. What time your husband came home? What time your husband came home? Blah, 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 blah. And so now you're putting all these seeds in my head that at the time I didn't think was true, or maybe for a good portion it wasn't true.
Yeah.
And then later on down the line,
became true,
I do
right.
believe that we had a very great marriage. We were like the Cosbys of Bridgeport, Connecticut. You know, my ex-husband definitely put me on a pedestal. I was that's how I got the name First Lady. I was the First Lady. Like, you didn't find a lot of DJs back then really claiming, you know, who their wives and stuff were. No,
Yeah.
I had a position in the company. I was this, I was that. He always edified me very well. So at the time, he probably wasn't cheating. And then later on down, it did become something. But I used to tell them, yo, if y'all gonna call me, I started to have anxiety and palpitations.
Right.
Once certain names popped up on my phone, because I knew they would. But if I had
they came with the drama.
Yeah.
but if I had something good going on, like I remember cursing this girl. I said, bitch, when I built 2 basketball courts, you ain't call me and say congratulations. So fuck is you on my line for about my nigga?
Yeah.
Fuck out of
That's the
here.
energy I love. Honestly.
Like,
I love that energy.
but it's true, right?
Yeah.
So now you only call me for a tea to give me bad news, but you're not calling me to uplift me. Like, you're not calling for my wins. You're only calling to see my reaction of when I'm hurt.
Yeah.
Man, we ain't gotta be friends no more.
Heard that.
All right. So, I guess to clear some things up, from the moment you found out that the cheating happened, did you automatically know that the relationship was done, or did you try to work things out a little bit?
So funny that you say that. So I did try to work things out. I was very double-minded at the time. It was like I made a decision and I knew that I was gonna leave.
Okay.
But I think that I had a huge religious paradigm where I felt like I was sinning if I divorced.
Okay.
And I think that pushed me to try to make things work. But I know my gut, my inside, how I maneuver.
You couldn't live with it.
It's not that I can't live with it. I'm someone that I'm impulsive. I make decisions. I believe that if it takes you too long to make a decision, bye. Like, successful people make decisions fast. You know what you're going to tolerate and what you're not. You know, your gut tells you. But the more you think about something, now you start, you know, it's the master of deception. Deception wouldn't be deception if it was obvious.
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, I knew that I was going to try to make it work because I'm a woman of faith, but I knew deep down inside. So when I did make the decision to leave.
How long after would you say after he cheated did it last?
Shortly after, because what happened was I made the decision to leave. And I remember the whole time I was still being a wife. So I was prepping the paperwork. If the groceries cost $200, I told him it cost $400. And I was stacking. You know, I was preparing myself to leave. But even though I was preparing myself to leave, I was still cooking meals. I was still smiling. We were still having family time. I will bring you your plate and know I'm leaving your black ass tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. But
I'm not eating that plate. You take a bite first.
But I knew deep down inside. And then what's crazy is I'm so happy that I prepped myself to leave, because in that time there was one child. And I remember December 31st, that was my day. I'm going to leave him. I'm going to let him know he has to leave the house. And I was prepping for that big moment. On December 31st, there was a picture that was posted on Facebook of another child.
Oh, so you knew.
So I only knew about one first.
Oh, it's from 2 different women.
No, it's the same woman.
Oh, he got her double.
This
pregnant?
is a relationship.
Yep.
How old were the kids when you found out?
I don't even know. It was like one. So the situation was that the first child, I found out after he was born or when he was being birthed. And then that's when I was like kind of doing my preparations and stuff like that. So I knew I was leaving right away. And then by the time I was going to announce the news that same evening. So can you imagine if I was still believing and actually working it out?
Right. You were sick. You would have been sick.
2 kids?
So now it's bringing me to my next question. So after you decide to leave and you guys pretty much, it's already said and done. There's the divorce is already in motion. How long did it take for you to feel like yourself again?
It took a while. That's one of the hardest transformations, but one of the most beautiful transformations when I look back at it. I want to say it took me maybe 2 years to start to feel like myself. So every Sunday I would buy myself flowers. I still do that to this day because I love flowers, and I would love for my future husband to get me tons and tons of flowers. But I'm like, I have to give myself the things that I'm desiring right now. And I wanted to give it to myself as opposed to going to look for it in the next man. I think that's the biggest mistake that a lot of people make, both men and women. Yeah. You guys have breakups and then you just jump to the next person and the next thing. And it's like you're so afraid you have to heal. You have to have time with yourself. I was taking myself out on dates. I was getting uncomfortable with being alone with me. And you'd be surprised, like, wow, do I even know myself? What do I really think outside of who I am as a mom? Like, so it was important for me to remember my name. Mm-hmm. I'm not Raul's daughter. I'm not Big Lil's daughter. I'm not Buddha's ex-wife. I'm not Bam's mother. I'm Lillie. Who am I when nobody else is around? Forget my job titles. Forget the companies I own. Who are you and what do you like? And so I had to rediscover Lillie. So I have a note in my phone. And what the note does is it's called Discovering Lillie. And I've had it from that season. I like that. And so what Discovering Lillie does is if I was having like a really happy moment, I would like, what was I doing? Mm-hmm. Was I with someone? Was I by myself? So I didn't even know I was such a museum buff. Discovering Lillie helped me do that. It's
like a journal, essentially.
But it's deeper than journaling. Like if I'm upset, if I feel lonely, what days of the week do I feel lonely? What holidays all of a sudden make me sad now? Like, what makes me super
really
happy?
Learning your triggers, your
happy moments, who you are, how you are relationship wise and stuff like that. And so once I did that, the tricky part is I thought I was healed. I was to an extent. So I thought I was healed because I no longer felt anything. Like I would see my ex-husband and his baby mother and like, there was just no emotion. Like, I think my friends at one point were more bothered than me, like, that ugly hoe. But it was just like, I don't even pay her no mind. Like, once I knew I didn't feel anything, I thought I was healed. That's when I went into my hot girl summer stage. And that's when I realized I was healed from him, but I wasn't healed from certain other issues, daddy issues or like abandonment issues and all these other things. And it was reflecting in my hot girl summer. Okay. So yeah. Then after that, then I really got into a space of fasting and praying. And then now you got like Lillie 2.0.
So after
that's the abstinence Lillie. That's, that Lillie.
So at the end of hot girl summer to now, what's the time frame of the?
I think my last summer was 2023. 2023.
Well, you say my last summer. So you had a couple hot girls.
How's this summer looking?
This summer is an Amos 9:13 summer. Okay. So it's everything that I've been working for. Like you kind of know you work on something. It's like that meme where the guy is digging for the gold, for the girl, and he's right there. Yeah. I feel like I hit it, and now the gold is just falling out. Like, oh my God! Like these past 2 to 3 years were so challenging in so many different ways. It was just like I had to pivot after pivot after pivot after pivot after pivot. And so I just started working on mad stuff simultaneously. I'm like, something got to hit, And I think that I worked so good on all those things that now it's like, oh, bars, revolt, Tamak, this, that, Braxton. And it's all
adding up
at one time, at the same time. But I can't even complain because I pray for this.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Right,
we're going to leave it off on that. Great episode.
Thank
man,
you.
I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Any last words?
Life is good. Even when you don't think it's good, it's really good. It's really good. And it's all just a part of the journey. But life is good. Like my life is lit. Even the bad parts, I look back at the experience. Life is good.
I definitely think you inspired some women, some men, even this man. Like I'm listening to some of your stories, and I think you definitely touch on people. So.
All right. We'll end it off on that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said in the beginning, drop a like, drop a comment, hit that sub button, and we will see you next episode. Peace out.
Later.
Peace out.